Hi, I'm Jill Rodriguez, personal trainer with Mercola.com. Today I'm going to demonstrate some foam roller techniques. The foam roller is very convenient because you can use it at home or at work, and it's also good to use before or after your workout. You can use it before to increase circulation and improve range of motion, and after to help with recovery and relaxation. We recommend that you do it daily so that you have some consistency. Let's get started. For the foam rolling techniques, I like to start from the bottom and work your way up. It's much easier to remember that way. So starting at the ankles, again, you want to remember you were trying to increase circulation, so what you'll do is move back and forth. And I usually recommend about 8 passes. So for the ankles to begin with, you can start with 2 ankles at a time and scoot yourself forward. If it's a little difficult though to lift yourself up and scoot forward, you can always cross one ankle over the other and just kind of scooch rather than lift yourself up. But if you need more pressure, you can definitely lift the hips. Okay, and again, like 8 passes on each side will be sufficient. Moving into the calves, you're going to start mid-calf and go just below the knee. Again, you can either do 2 at a time and lift up, or keep your hips on the ground and scooch forward. But I tend to have very tight calves, so what I like to do is cross the ankle over. It increases the pressure, and then again 8 passes. Make sure that you do both sides, of course. And that would be for the calf. Now moving up, the IT band, which is a band of connective tissue that runs along the side of the thigh, and you want to keep that nice and loose. So what we're going to do is basically massage it. And instead of pressing directly on it, you want to make it sure that it kind of slides side to side. So this may be a challenge to get into, but I'll make it very simple. You want the bottom leg to be straight, and you want to put some weight into the foam roller itself. The arms, both arms, are going to be used to support. You're going to lean forward slightly, and the top leg can either be closer to the bottom foot or a little bit higher, so you're completely supported. From here, I'm going to lean forward slightly and then roll down toward the knee and then roll back. Again, because we want the band to move side to side, I'm going to lean back slightly and then I'm going to roll down and then back. Keep in mind that when using the foam roller, there's going to be some discomfort, and that's fine. But if you're experiencing pain, you want to stop and you don't want to be foam rolling that area. So this is the IT band. From here, you're going to work into the hip flexor. So in the crook of the hip right here. What I'm going to do is come to the elbows and lean slightly forward. And I'm somewhat in that same IT band position. But I'm just going to stay in this small space right here and rock forward and back. It's just about 3 to 4 inches right into the hip flexor, where your hip flexes. And again, about 8 passes. Okay? Make sure that you do both sides, IT bands and hips. And now we're going to move into the hips or the glutes. Okay? You want to put all of your weight onto the foam roll and lean back. So you're kind of in this like crab walking position. You're going to take one ankle and cross it over the knee. Okay? And roll into the hip. Okay? You have about a 3 to 4 inch range here. And you want to, the knee that's up, you want to lean to that position, toward that hip, and roll back and forth. Okay, so we're still at the legs. The next area that you want to work on is going to be into the hamstrings, and the hamstrings are in the back of your legs. So for this one, you got your weight on the foam roll, and you're going to roll to the back of the knee. All right? Back of the knee to the hips, about 8 passes. Okay, and this one you can do both feet together, both legs together. And then moving on, still at the legs, we're going to do the tops of the legs, your quadriceps. And this one can be a little more cumbersome, but it feels really good and it creates a lot of circulation in the legs. You're going to place the foam roll at that crook of the hip, okay? And I've got it 1 at a time. You can do 2 at a time, but you're going to scoot yourself forward and kind of massage, increase circulation into the quadricep, the front of the thigh. Together it looks like this. Okay, scoot yourself forward. And then back. Again, 8 passes. All right. Again, the legs can be, especially the legs, can be there can be a little discomfort, but it's well worth the while. Moving into the lower back and hips, you're going to place the foam roll at the base of the spine and lean back. Now you can also start on your back and place the foam roller under the hips if that's easier. You can bridge up. And right now the foam roll is right underneath my hips, and I'm going to bring one knee in. And actually that feels pretty good. You can alternate this way, one knee in and place the other foot down, or you can bring the knee in and straighten the bottom leg, and then alternate those. Another nice technique to increase some circulation of this area is just to rock side to side on the foam roller, like so. And then 8 to 10 passes. And from there, moving into the upper back, you're going to lie on your side, place the foam roller just underneath your armpit, and lean into it. So you're putting pressure into the foam roller itself. Again, you're going to have a small area to move into, and you're going to scooch down, roll up into the armpit, and then roll back down. So moving up into the armpit, and then rolling back down. Again, just like with the IT band, you can move forward and back and roll. And of course, remember to switch sides. And then finally, everybody's favorite is to mobilize the mid-back, and it's very much like getting a massage. Increases some mobility into the shoulders as well. If you have some hair or your ponytail you want to get out of the way, support your head, bridge up, and then roll into the shoulders. Most people want to do more than 8 passes here though, because it just feels so good. And back and forth, right into the shoulder blades is another technique. So that should be pretty simple, moving from the bottom up, hitting all the areas with your foam roller. I hope you enjoyed those foam roll techniques. Remember to do them regularly for consistency and to notice results. See you next time.